So we'll understand now, we'll talk about new GL. We will understand in detail what new GL is. This was the functionality released by SAP in 2000 earlys 2004 2005, and we will see how that impacts the existing system, the classic GL, and what are the migration phases, how we can migrate from classic to new. And but before going to migration, we need to understand what are the functionalities being offered by new GL. So this is the standard SAP material which we are going to refer, AC210, and that's what we will go through. And then another book we have, AC212, which was all about migration. So we'll go through the same book and we'll see how migration goes on. So we'll go to the table of contents. So we have introduction, we'll talk about new GL, we'll have ledger definition, and then we will talk about the document splitting. This is the additional feature being introduced in new GL. And then we have integration with other areas like subledger, like CO, like materials management, and mapping of profit centers. And then we will go to parallel accounting, reporting, and then we'll talk about migration. So this course is intended for the following audience: people responsible for implementing new GL and SAP consultants. So those who are interested to implement new GL, those who want to understand how to implement new GL, how to migrate from classic to new GL, this course is intended for those people. Course requisite: familiar with operations and use of convention GL. You should be aware of basic FI concept, financial accounting, and of course some part of management accounting, the CO. Okay. This course will, what are the goals? This course will prepare you to get a comprehensive overview of new GL accounting options. There are multiple options, we'll talk about those. Become familiar with the various topics relating to new GL accounting by means of exercises and solutions. So we will have exercises, we will have FAQs, we will go through several phases while we complete this course. Assess the possible use of new GL accounting by means of several examples and practical experience, and acquire the knowledge required for migration course. So before we start the another book 212, which is purely migration, so we need to understand what migration, which migration, and how we are going to do that. So that's a basic knowledge we will get with this 210 book. And after this course you will be able to understand the logic of possibilities of new GL and configure and operate new GL accounting. You should be able to configure new GL accounting completely. Unit 1, Introduction. This chapter can also be used if you need a brief overview of functionality of new GL and considerable differences between it and the classic GL. So we will talk about the differences and what new GL and classic GL is all about. Overview of new GL. So the new GL in SAP is offering these features. There is a diagram, which shows all the features being offered by new GL. We'll start with number one, simple mapping of parallel financial reporting. So new GL is offering parallel financial reporting. For example, if I'm a US based company, I have my subsidiary in Germany and different fiscal years are followed. For example, in US I follow January to December, but in Germany I follow April to March. So that requirement can be catered by new GL because new GL offers the parallel ledger solution. Standard enhancement and extensibility with customer field. You can enhance the existing tables in the new GL with the customer fields. So there are standard enhancement, BAPIs and bodies are given within new GL. Financial statement by any characteristic. So you can run the financial statement within the organization itself, like for profit center, for cost center, you can run the financial statements. You can see at individual level, characteristic level, the financial statements. Segment reporting. Segment reporting is all about IFRS reporting. So in companies you have, for example, you deal with sales, service and repairs. So you have three segments. Now as per IFRS requirements, you need to report your books as per sales, service and repairs criteria and to check how much, what are the revenue structure of each of your segment in the business and how you are organized. So that's segment reporting. That's an IFRS requirement which only new GL can cater. Legal and management reporting. Legal is FI and management is CO. So FI and CO reporting are very well organized because of profit center accounting, ECPCA, enterprise controlling profit center accounting. It is well organized, easily adaptable and very flexible in the focused reporting. Transparency and uniformity. So there is a transparency now. For example, in profit center reporting you have clear, before profit center, business is going on and you have revenues, but you don't know which business segment is doing how much revenue. But with profit center reporting, it's the responsibility reporting, you are very clear that this business is giving this much revenue, this is a performing business, this is a non-performing business. You have a transparency. You can take strategic decisions based on those transparent reports. Real-time FICO integration. So FICO integration was something, you know, in classic GL it was like you have to manually do that. Integration reconciliation was not there. It was not real time. You have to, at the month end, you have to run the program which actually reconciles your FI and CO. But with new GL, this is all real time. So it is more easy now to manage the FICO reconciliation and accelerate your MEC. month end close. Speed up processing period end closing. That's what I just mentioned. Your period end closing is speed up. No reconciliation at the month end. And when there is no reconciliation at the month end, it is more easy to actually complete the month end activities. Okay. Moving on, these are the options which SAP is offering. So new GL accounting options are also known as the only new GL which we'll be using in future. So when we say new GL, it means we are talking about new GL. It will not take the entire name. New GL, one component, many functions. Multiple options are there. Classic FI, we have legal requirement, we have ledger, we have reconciliation ledger, we have ECPCA, which is enterprise controlling profit center accounting, where management and segment reporting sits, and special ledger, multi-dimensional customer specific. But these were sitting in different boxes. Before new GL, everything was sitting in different box. You see how it is classified? So there was no linkage between these objects. There was no connection. So that's why reconciliation was required. Every time you do something, you would have to invest time in reconciliation. But with new GL, it makes a consistent area where new GL was combines all the boxes together and gives you a one clear picture of what it looks like. Less reconciliation efforts. Prior to SAP ERP, SAP has installed and operate many different components to meet international or industry specific requirements and standards as complete as possible. So SAP has tried to implement different solutions. In fact, situation is worsening because more and more service providers, for example, are demanding balance sheet based on additional criteria such as grant, fund, industry. Different sectors are asking for different things. Then again, increasing importance of international accounting standards in IFRS or US GAAP accounting principles, also heightening the need of improved quality and mapping options for segment reporting. So segment reporting was the demand. It was one of the key requirements for business is because everybody was looking for such global, every global company was looking for such reporting. IFRS is something every company is focusing on. Every company has to follow the gap requirement and international accounting standards. Furthermore, a unified solution would undoubtedly be also for bonus for tackling issues such as fast close and Sarbanes-Oxley Act, SOX compliance. So apart from these were the requirements, but everybody, the wish list was for every CFO that the month end close should be fast. That was the target for every CFO. That is the target. In fact, every company want that the closing should be faster. We should close as soon as quickly. And mostly the US companies, those guys has to follow the SOX compliance also. Okay. Overview of total table when classic components are used. These were the tables being used in classic GL. And those tables were replaced by new GL moving forward. So we have classic GL total table as GL T0. Then cost of sales accounting ledger is GL function. Then we have reconciliation ledger CUIFIT. And then we have ECPCA, classic profit center accounting, which is GLPCT. So these are the old tables actually, which being used in classic GL. So all these were replaced by new GL. The new GL in SAP ERP offers following advantages compared to the classic GL in R3 Enterprise. So these are the advantages. Extended data structure as standard customer field can also be transferred to the GL. Document splitting financial statement of entities such as segment, profit center, business areas as possible. So via document splitting, we can complete the financial statement by business unit. Reconciliation between FI and COs can be carried out in real time, and time consuming reconciliation activities is the past now. So there is no more reconciliation efforts. The new GL offers the option of managing multiple ledgers within the new GL. This is possible option for managing parallel financial reporting in SAP system. So via new GL, we can have multiple ledgers. As I gave an example, companies having different subsidiaries with different fiscal year, different legal requirement. Those can use new GL.